all the way from All in El Paso Studios. Welcome to The Night Shift with tonight's guest, Sam Williams. Appearance and musical performance by C.T. Rivers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, your host, Julio Ortega.
Hello and welcome to The Night Shift. I'm your host, Julio Ortega. Thank you for watching on this beautiful Thursday night. We took a small break, one car crash, and a week later, we're back. That's right. If you know someone who may have lost a little trailer on I-10, I found it. Talking about cars on I-10, Mario Kart Tour is available on iOS and Android. And I should be calling my insurance, but I just had to check out the game. I think that's the first time that I've ever won at Mario Kart. In other news, Area 51 was in fact stormed, not by a bunch of youngsters who should be in school, because let's face it, it's the middle of the semester, but rather by a 61-year-old lady. Oscar, do we have the clip? Where police officers just staring at her, like, you know, the fear is real when not even police officers dare to cross. Oh no, she leaves right across. She's just going home. Yep, I know her. September 23rd was officially the first day of fall. Leaves falling off the trees, colder and longer nights, if you live somewhere else. You know, in El Paso, we only really get one season, and that's El Paso season. Moving on to local news, El Pasoan model Ashley Alvidrez was crowned this past weekend new Miss Mexico. Ashley explained in an interview with El Diario that she wants to be a role model for young girls. She claims no dream is unachievable if you work hard for it, and that it also helps if you're pretty. In all seriousness, Ashley Alvidrez has done an amazing job since the age of 16. She has been to different places in need in the state of Chihuahua, you know, to help rural communities and those areas like that. Give it up for Ashley. Other local news include the search for two men who on September 6th robbed a closed cricket kiosk over at Bassett Place. The policemen indicated that these two men stole about 10 cell phones. And here's a picture of them. Oscar, do we have something more detailed? Yep, that's better. How come stores never have high-definition cameras in there? If Apple can put 3 cameras in a phone, I'm sure you can afford to put one at least every corner. Talking about overkills, iPhone 11 is out in stores. You can go out and get yours, but let's be honest, you don't need it, but you're gonna get it either way. Some people. We have a great show tonight. Running for Congress, Texas, Sam Williams is in the house. We're also going to be hearing from C.T. Rivers. He's going to be granting us an interview and a performance. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. You know my first guest because he's been running throughout the city looking for your vote. Running for Congress, Texas, 16th Congressional District. Please welcome Sam Williams. Thank you so much for coming, for dropping by, Sam.
Julio. I appreciate it.
It is such a pleasure getting to know you. We've spoke for a couple of minutes before the show,
right,
before we started shooting. You've been up and about. You've been hosting events in El Paso, New Mexico. You've been pretty busy.
Well, I've been trying to stay busy. You know, it's the only way to get your message out is to get out there and talk to everybody.
I've seen you even doing some, I hope you're not the one recording, but you do some videos while driving.
No, I don't record. That's
is that Rick?
We got Rick to do that. Yeah, I won't do that when I'm driving. I don't even answer my phone when I'm driving. It's just I'm not coordinated enough.
Yeah, and you shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
No, you should.
Now, one of the first problems you mentioned in the webpage that I on
our website. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is that El Paso is one of the highest tax districts in the nation, and adding to that, it's the fact that it's one of the slowest growing major cities in America.
Right.
What can we change? Just an overall picture. What can we change about that?
With our tax base, our tax base is upside down right now. We've got about 70% that is residential property tax. I mean, that's just killing us. We don't have enough commercial tax coming in to really sustain the infrastructure we need. Now, one of the biggest issues we have with our tax thing is 9 school districts in El Paso County.
Right.
All right, El Paso County spends, all 9 districts combined, spend $1.5 million on about 1.5 million, excuse me, on education in this county on 150,000 students. I did a comparison. I just went in and looked at the biggest districts in the country. So most comparable, not really comparable, but with spending almost the same money, was the Miami-Dade County in Florida. They have 1 district, 1 county. And this is what, I know Florida runs like this, and several other states do too. Right. And that you don't have each independent school district going out there and lobbying the state for money. They're spending the same dollars per kid per county. It's equal, you know. And I think that works better to a point, and it also keeps our property taxes lower, because each school district is a taxing entity for whichever district you happen to live in.
So use that as a base yourself off of that state.
You know, in comparison, Miami-Dade spends $1.2 billion a year on education, right?
Right.
They have 347,000 students in that district.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, because I guess it's...
They have, you know, 1.5 times this number, well, 2.5 times this number of students, yet they're maintaining theirs. Their kids are outperforming our kids on the SATs and the ACT scores. And a lot of people say, oh, well, it's a bilingual problem. It's not. Miami-Dade district's dealing with 4 languages instead of 2.
Really? Which other 2?
You've got Creole.
Oh, really?
Right. You've got from the Haitians. You have Puerto Rican Spanish.
Right.
You have Cuban Spanish. You know, these are different, quite a bit of difference.
Yes.
Different than what we speak here, too. You know, I notice it because I still don't, you know, I don't speak a lot of Spanish. I understand a little bit, and I can order a beer and, you know, say what I need to say if I get in trouble.
Right. That's actually, that goes to my other question.
Well, that's fine. But, you know, you think about it, and then they have English.
Right.
So they have a 4-language problem, yet they're able to teach their kids to outperform our kids. What are we doing wrong? Right. You know, we need to take a model that's working and use that instead of trying to keep all these independent school districts, because all they're doing is taxing the people to death. Right. You figure you're paying about $1 per 100 on property value right now for your school taxes.
Right.
Yet, where is all this money going? Every time we build a new neighborhood, we build a new school. We don't reutilize the assets we have.
Right.
You know, there is a way to do this, and then you take the salaries of the administrative staff, and I know this is going to make people mad, you know, but we're spending at the average for a superintendent here through all districts is $261,000 a year in salary.
Right.
Not counting the assistant superintendents. My proposal, and this has to be done by the state, but I also would like to push the state into it from the federal level, to say, hey, look, let's run a test in El Paso. We'll combine all 9 school districts and put them under the county level. And then all the school board positions are elected, even like they are today, but we put criteria on those people like we do on judges.
Correct.
So that we have the right kind of people on the school board. It's not just somebody that says, hey, I want to be on the school board, because that's what you have right now. And I don't think that's effective, because everybody, I think, is getting their hands into the pot somehow. You know, there's a lot of nepotism that falls in with that too as well. And we see that throughout a lot of the stuff here in El Paso County. And really it's across the country like that. But it's more, I think it's a little bit more prevalent here.
Okay.
We have the same problem on Fort Bliss. There's people that are working on Fort Bliss that make really good money that don't even live in El Paso.
I understand.
They live in Juarez, which, you know, I understand them wanting down. It's cheaper.
Right,
you know, it's a lot cheaper. But they also, by virtue of living in Juarez, they're not qualified now to actually do that job, because it violates the security protocols that they would need for the security clearance to do their job. But yet we can't fire anybody for doing that in the federal government, unfortunately.
Now, some of the statements that you've made on the website as well, and some other you know, publications that you've made, tend to be, from what I noticed, a little bit neutral or bipartisan.
I try to keep it that way. I don't think that anybody in the United States, I don't think the bulk of the people in the U.S., we're not Democrat, we're not Republican. We fall somewhere in the middle. We may lean a little left or a little right.
Okay.
But on general policy, we all want the same thing.
Okay.
You know, and we've got to get that funnel closed up to get on the right path again.
Right.
You know, El Paso's been knocked off that path.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Now, you've also served in five countries, 5 continents, 15 countries.
Yes.
Including El Salvador, Honduras, Colombia.
Yeah.
Judging by the way I'm pronouncing these names, I guess you know where this question is going.
Sure. Do I speak Spanish?
Yes. Usted habla español, señor Williams.
Poquito.
Poquito. Or you say taquito.
No, taquitos you eat. You get those at Chico's.
Chico's tacos.
Chico's tacos.
You noticed the intro. We were right outside Chico's tacos.
Yeah, I did. I loved your intro. I
Thank
really
you so
did,
much.
Man.
You checked it out. Nice.
We did. You know, before you get interviewed by somebody, you kind of want to get a little background.
Yes,
just like the guy that's interviewing you is going to try to dig up some background on you so we don't go too far off either way.
No, let's get to work, Sam.
Right.
An Evening with Sam is happening this Thursday, September 26th at 5 p.m.
At BJ's Restaurant off of Zaragoza and I-10.
Perfect.
I guess that's the easiest directions to people.
What's going to happen in this place? What can we expect?
I'm going out there. We're doing this as a fundraiser, of course.
Okay.
It's $20 a head to get in. But, you know, with this at the same time, I'll stay there and talk to anybody. I'll sit down with whoever, you know, I want to hear your concerns and what suggestions you have so that we can make good policy choices going forward.
Right. And I go in for free?
Yeah, I think we can probably handle that.
If I go dressed like this?
Hey, we got to ask Rick.
All right, Rick. Hey, Rick.
We got you, man. That's no big deal. But, you know, that's the thing. Most people that run for public office start to put themselves above the people. You know what? You're not above the people. You're an employee.
Exactly.
You know, I served 29 years in the United States Army. I always worked for somebody. You always have somebody above you.
Yes.
Right? But you have to understand that if you're elected to a position, you promise people you're going to do certain things, or at least attempt to get those things done.
Keep the promises.
You can't always keep the promise, but you can at least try to keep the promise, you know? And that's the problem. We have people that get elected that, what are they there for? I mean, you look at their records and it's like, what did you do for the 6 years that you were in office? You know, if you just name a building, did you really work for the people that elected you?
Perfect. Okay. Well, last question before I let you go.
Wow, that's quick, man. I'm used to getting grilled, man.
Hey, we got time constraints over here.
No, I understand.
Well, it's a serious note.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a car crash accident last Friday, and the people run over. If you get elected, will you help me find them?
Did they ran off?
Yeah. Run.
That's crazy. Yeah, I will. If you let me know. If you
of course I'm kidding.
If you got some information, I'll try and help you now, man.
I'm kidding.
I would never ask
that of you.
I got some sources on that can help you.
One second. Thank you so much for dropping by. It's been such an honor.
I really appreciate your time. You know, having me on, guys. It's great.
It's been great.
You know, we're one community, so we gotta work together to fix it.
Yes, sir. An Evening with Sam will be happening this Thursday, September 26th. Mark your calendars at BJ's Restaurant and Brewery. Right. We'll be right back in a moment. Cici Rivera is going to perform for us. Stay tuned.
This one's called I Pray. I pray that our love will never die. Yes, I pray that our love will survive. I love you, babe. I need you, babe. I want you to hold me and love me, baby, baby. Don't you lie to me, don't you mimic me, don't you say the love word if you don't really mean it, baby, baby. I pray, I pray that our love will never die. Yes, I pray that our love will survive, baby, baby.
We're back, everyone, and our next guest is a singer/songwriter right from here in El Paso. He could also be very well one of the Jonas Brothers. Please help me welcome C.T. Rivers. Thank you so much for dropping by, man. We really appreciate you. Thank you for playing those two songs for us. It was amazing.
Thank you.
We really liked them. The latest release that you had was Cold Night.
Correct, Cold Night.
And it was a success on YouTube. I saw from what I saw.
It was. It's been the one that has the most hits right now. So
congrats!
I'm proud of that.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was released back in February. I couldn't see anything new as far as this year goes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, aside from those releases in February, are you releasing any new music soon?
I am. I'm working on the song I just played. I Pray.
Okay.
It's coming out soon. I'm gonna start recording in October, hopefully, and it should be released before the year's over. So
right.
Hopefully, I'll get that straightened out.
So it was the song you previously performed for us. It's kind of got a bluesy kind of vibe.
Kind of bluesy, kind of rockish.
Right.
And
you solo over it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one I really have fun with the looper, and it's been a fan favorite. So
we really liked it.
Thank you.
Other songs that I've checked out from you, you have I don't know, like bluegrass, country roots. Where did you get that from?
Well, there's a little bit of everything, you know. People say it sounds countryish. Other people say it sounds like, like classic.
Right.
But I try incorporating everything. You know, me, I grew up listening to classic rock.
Okay.
So classic rock, and
the horns
I
and
guess
everything.
a lot of it, yeah. I guess that's where it comes from. But
yeah,
I don't really have a specific genre. I write all kinds of music.
Okay.
I write rock. You can say country. I even have some rap, a little bit of rap.
Really?
I haven't released any, but I have a lot of songs, man, to be released hopefully soon.
Now, I really haven't heard from you. I don't think anyone from the studio here has heard from you. That's a shame, honestly. How long have you been performing?
Performing? You know what? I haven't been performing for very long.
For really?
Basically, it's been since 2017, so it hasn't been long. But I've been making music for quite some time.
All right.
Growing up, I was really shy.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to be a musician, I noticed I had to get out of that, comfort zone. I've been playing guitar for almost 13 years, 14 years.
Okay. It shows.
But yeah, I'm trying.
Perfect. Now, what are your plans for the foreseeable future? I know you mentioned maybe you're working on some new music. Will we be hearing from that music this year, maybe 2020?
Yeah, for sure. You'll be hearing from. I'll release a couple of singles hopefully this year. I'm also working on another single. I usually release a video. Yeah. Music video every February.
Okay.
So I'm gonna work on that. I'm making a song about El Paso, about everything that's been going on. What our community has been affected on.
Yes.
A song about El Paso, but it's a song about the world. So
in general.
I'm making that, and should be released around February. That one too. So I have a couple of projects.
So that's your month, February.
Yeah, February is always the big one. So
All
that's the song that I want everybody to
And it's the month that has the least amount of days, 28.
Yeah.
27
hey,
sometimes. Man. Well, and then on your Instagram page, I noticed that you have a quote. It says, "If we strive for our goals each day, we can get closer to reaching the dream."
Right.
What is the dream for CT Rivers?
My dream is to reach a lot of people with my music, but not only music, but people. I really like helping people myself.
Yeah.
I really like helping the community. Whatever I can do to help the community, that's what I want to do. Doing what I love with music, spreading love, and that's my main goal is to reach for the stars, and hopefully I get there with everybody's help and
perfect.
Your help, everybody here. Thank you, I appreciate it.
We try to help.
Appreciate being
and let me see. There was another thing that. Where can people follow you?
You can follow me, of course, the Instagram, CT Rivers Dreamer. You can follow me on Facebook.
Okay.
CT Rivers Official. But my main website that I'm trying to push is YouTube. Check out my music on YouTube, my music videos, my new releases. It all goes to YouTube. I have music everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, anything you can think of.
All right.
All the social media platforms, basically.
Perfect. Well, once again, we thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure getting to know you for the last, half an hour?
Right.
That's actually all the time that we have for this episode. Once again, thank you so much. Many thanks to the people behind the camera making this possible. Thank you for watching. This was The Night Shift. I'm Julio Ortega, and we're out.